So for the third installment of Willow Creek Reimagined, I am going with the famous Goth family mansion and I'm revamping it. For those who don't know, the Goth family is an original family from the first Sims game, and in this version they live in Willow's Creek. They live in that big, dark Victorian house, which I redid the inside and reconfigured it and took away some rooms and such. Because while I liked the house in general, the furniture didn't really match. I mean, they didn't have a TV. There was a lot of things I wanted to fix with this house. So as you can see, I really didn't change the outside that much. I added solar panels. I added completely different windows that were bigger and brought in more light. And as you see, when I'm going to do the spin around, you're going to see that I really kept the same layout. You know, new windows, see, a lot brighter. We'll see that house. But then I extended that second balcony. It used to be a room. Now I turned it into a balcony and it's really pretty. And we're going to look more into that in a little bit. And with this house, I will say that I really kind of kept the theme with the gothic idea. So I kept with a lot of grays and blacks and reds. And you're going to see it throughout the house. So when you come in, you're going to notice everything is open and you see the dining room. And I see the red tables. You have the old school feel with the two statues. You know, tapestries hanging up, the chandeliers, keeping that very gothic feel to it. And I continued that gothic feel with the black and the red, and the furniture I chose, you know, the old school cabinets, the dead plants. And then when you turn around, I kind of did with the paintings, very minimalist. And then what you can see here is I did like red and black tile. And that little room is the bathroom on the floor. So as you can see, still keeping in with that very dark gothic feel with even the bathroom. The only accent I really have in there is the white towel. And then kind of their like entertainment area. They have seats, they have the piano, they have a bar. Even the bar lights are black and red. Kind of feel like more and more Bella need to, you know, or like to play around and entertain. So kind of kept that with the bar. And then it opens up to the backyard, where it's really simple. There's just an outdoor eating table, the trash, and obviously sprinklers. We don't want anything bad to happen. And then it goes into this very big and grand kitchen. Let me just get a better view so you guys can see it. So keeping up with the black and red, they might decide to go with the red counters. And even the little accents on top of the black countertops are red to go with that feel. And I did not know this sink existed before, like in that shade of red. I love that sink. I love it. So everything they need, you know, good environment stuff is there to help that positive environment feel. All black, red, and gray. Going with the gothic feel, going with the goth. I don't mean like gothic in that sense, but, you know, like goth feel. You know, a little table for them to eat for breakfast. And a little nook, and those windows really do bring in a lot of light. And then from there, we go into the living room, and as you can see, TV now. They have a TV now. That wall was just blank before, and it was just really awkward and weird. So I added little coats and arms, I added some suns, just to kind of give that old school feel to the house. You know, nice sitting area. I went with that bright carpet just to help make everything pop. You know, they had the statues in there as well. Obviously, we can't see that. It is more the like bone Hilda statues. They call it a cantina doll, but if you read the description, it's all about Bonhelga. And it's just a really nice, bright living room. It was really beforehand, all closed off and dark. And then the stairs going up. And once again, I opened this area up as well. It was very tight and closed off. And I have 3 bedrooms, yep, and a bathroom, which I think is more than enough on the floor. And then we have the outdoor area. We have some pictures of some, far off places. And then we're going to go outside and you're going to see this sitting area. So, there's a grill so they can cook out here. There's a nice sitting area for them to relax. And then the painting easel, and this is why I have the painting easel. That view. I'm going to keep repeating this. This is why I love Willow Creek. The views here are amazing. It's a great way to paint from reference. You can just snap one of those beautiful pictures of the scenery. Any direction. And so the deck kind of follows back around the front, where there's another sitting area which you can see from the front of the house. And they get to look out over everything as well, which is really nice. Because they also have a great view front. And then you go back in and there's a bookshelves again, there's a little reading nook. Some more like old pictures in a sense. And then the wallpaper. I love the wallpaper. There's secretly bats on it. I love that. Because it looks so nice far away. Then you get close up. And it really goes with that, like, the idea of, see, for me, Gothic is very, like, old and spooky. And it definitely goes with that feel for me. Those frames. I really like those pictures because they add a bit of color to the room. But also makes them feel like more normal. So then, the first room we're going to check out is the bathroom. Give me 1 second. I will say that these doors, I feel, also go with that old family feel because of the wood. Then you go into the bathroom. And you're going to see, once again, like I downstairs, I kept that black, red, and gray feel. And I continue that in the bathroom. Counters, mirrors, the wall, the towel. Everything is somewhere in that color scheme, which I think is really important. And of course, even the toilet paper, I have like that bronze color, which is very like a reddish bronze. Goes with that. I have the little bathroom caddy, but it's a black towel with black metal work, so that works with that. And then there are the kids' rooms, and there are pictures between that. So this is the first room. I changed the color scheme. So originally this was purple, and I kept that in this room. But I added a lot more decorations and changed pictures. I absolutely love the poster in there. That she has a mirror now. I kind of wanted to update it to what a real teenager might want. Whereas beforehand, it was just a very bland room. It was literally just a bed, dresser, desk. That was it. And so she has another good view outside her window. And it's just really nice. And I'm keeping that chandelier throughout. The purple is dark enough where it kind of still fits in with that Gothic theme, which is always good. And then I think it's also just adds a different color element, because if you're a teenager, you're not going to really want to match the rest of the house. So it works. And then there is the next kid's room. So this is Alexander's niece, kind of still young enough where he might let his parents decorate, so he still has that black and red theme going on still, even in his room. But even like the posters, again, are still kitty posters. He has a desk. Oh, let me change that chair. There we go. He doesn't need purple. Pictures. I love that one because there's a kitty version, but I feel like the music one is a little bit older than that. Mirror, dresser, the Adam poster to kind of help his environment. Everything I'm choosing with purpose. So it always helps the scent. And yes, I know this room is kind of small, but when you're a kid, you don't really need that much. And there's also, this is one of the bedrooms you could have him sleep in. Also, this picture, I need to zoom up on it. Give me a second. The level of detail in this picture is mind-blowing. How do they do this? I want to share that with you. I'm sorry. Mind-blowing. Okay. Now we're going to go to the master. Bella and Mortimer's room. So see how much light those giant windows bring in? It's crazy. Nice big bed. Bookshelf. Paintings, old maps. And the dresser that's kind of worn. They have a nice seating area by the window so they get some of that light in. And they have their own desk. And they have another painting that fits in with the scheme of this house perfectly. It is crazy. But then from this room they can do any of the work you want for aspirations or anything. A lot of stuff now can be done on the computer. They can order stuff even. Now we're going to go to the last bedroom of the house. And just like before, I kind of kept the color scheme. In here I added a lot more black. And I also really couldn't do that much in this room. Just because of the way the windows are. But if you notice, look at the solar panels. The solar panels match the theme. I figured it's a lot better to have solar panels in this house. I mean, I did think about for a moment of adding like a walkout area, but I really didn't work that well. I mean, there's a little bit of knickknacks in this room and such, which I think make up for not walking out, especially all the windows they have. It's enough light where they really don't need to go out onto that top floor balcony at all, so it's a good sized room. It's really nice. And the windows add so much light, and then even the chandeliers. It's really pretty. So let me wait. Give me 1 second. I think I can fit more up here. Give me 1 second. 10. Yes. Sorry. Helps with the bills. Helps lower them like crazy. It's insane. But yeah, so this is the Goth house that I made. Very pretty. I want to show you guys what it looks like at night. So you guys can even see the inside. So look how those candles light up those rooms even. So the light we saw during the video was during the day. That's how much light the windows bring in. And this is at night, and even those candle chandeliers bring in so much light. It is beautiful. And I really like why I did this house. It's much more open and bright, while still keeping with that feel of the Goth house with the color scheme. So yeah, this is a pretty house. I'm super proud of it. If you want to see the house of mine, this is what it is labeled as on the gallery.